Well, I mean, that was the big challenge in trying to figure out how to do it. And once I realized that I was going to do it, I'd watched the Swedish film twice, and I was like, oh, this film is remarkable. And then once I realized I was going to do it, I stopped watching it. And I actually asked my crew not to watch it. My cinematographer didn't watch it. My actors hadn't seen it. I told them that afterwards there'd be a wonderful film for them to see, but that they should not watch it because I wanted us to make our own version. But in terms of the script, that was really where the question of what to keep, what not to keep. And I had so fallen in love with this coming-of-age story that I wanted to be faithful to it. I knew that it was Lindquist's story of his childhood. He told me that. And so a lot of the stuff that's similar scene-wise, there was a sort of question about whether or not I was going to do a shot-for-shot remake, and this we didn't do. But there are places in which it's I guess you could say, scene-for-scene remake, in that, for example, the scenes on the jungle gym where the children are talking, these are verbatim, for the most part, out of the book. Even in what Lindquist wrote, he adapted the book himself. He wrote the screenplay for the film that Thomas Alfredson directed. So that stuff is very, very faithful. But in terms of the context, that was a personalization. I was trying to put it in a period that I remembered from growing up. And one of the things that was important to me, because I was so drawn to, I don't know if you've read the novel, but the novel is huge. It's like a great Stephen King novel, and it changes point of view from chapter to chapter. And by the time you're finished, you know that the point of view of Oscar, the boy, is really the center and the heart of the story. But there are all these other subplots. And I have this sort of thought in my mind that someday somebody, the way that they've done with a lot of great Stephen King books, will take it and turn it into a 10-hour miniseries where they can explore all of the characters. Yeah. But I really wanted to do it about him, about the boy, and so I, in adapting it, decided that I would put as much as possible through his point of view, so that, to some degree, there were other subplots that you followed in the Swedish film as well, because Lindquist adapted from his novel. I wanted to de-emphasize them, still